Welcome back, guys. Welcome back. This is Dash Shaw Rose here. I am back, but back with a special video. A special video indeed. It's been a while since I've done this, since I have reviewed this restaurant here. But I think it's time to re-review McDonald's. Why? Because McDonald's has actually changed a little bit since the last time I reviewed it. And what I want to do with these re-reviews here is I want to go back and, look at, if they've changed enough. I want to see if they've changed for the better or for the worse. As you can see up there, that M. I know it doesn't look as good as McDonald's, but that's what the M's supposed to be, It's supposed to represent McDonald's. I wanted to do a little bit of a different, card here, so I'm sorry if it doesn't have the date and all that at the top. I just don't really have the time to look the date up. Plus, I already have it on the other reviews. If you guys want to check it out, you guys can. Because the original review will be, will still be on YouTube and all that. This is just me looking over, what has changed over time. And, it's been, almost 2 years. I reviewed the other restaurant in May of 2022. So, definitely a long, long time ago. So, it's alright there's dogs barking. The next door neighbors have their dogs outside. I think they want inside, but they're leaving them outside in the cold for some reason. Yeah, I'm outside because I want to get these videos done, and I'm already behind on some stuff. It's not as cold as it was. It was too cold in the past to do these videos, but now that's getting nicer out. I can go ahead and do these videos. So, yeah. Anywho, now that we got this out of the way, let's go ahead and re-review McDonald's. So, last time when I reviewed a McDonald's, I actually gave it a bad. It got a high bad, though, because the food was still really good. So, it deserved a high bad, but there was really nothing else to the restaurant. It just sucked. It really did. There was nothing inspiring about it or anything like that, So we're going to see if these changes, because there are some changes, we're going to see if these have improved or not over time. So now let's go ahead and talk about some changes. So one thing that's worth noting is McDonald's has actually been throwing some things back at us throughout time. Yes, they've been throwing things back from time. What do I mean by that? Well, they've been bringing back, they've been making adult Happy Meals that feature the, Grimace and all of that. I actually have some of them. I did a video on a couple of them. Unfortunately, my brother destroyed my box. Yeah, and then I asked him about all that stuff, and he just kind of tries to lie about it and all that. Yeah, that's really annoying, but yes, I showed the box, opening, but that was supposed to be a whole separate video. I wanted to show the box off again with all the figures, because I had most of them, but I don't have most of them anymore. I lost most of them, so yeah, but can't do much about that, unfortunately, but yeah, so basically, though, they've been doing that stuff, since I last recorded it. They actually have done those. They started them, back in, believe me or not, they started them back at the same year I recorded this, so they did it, I think in September or October, I can't remember. What sucks, though, is they had them a limited time, and I never got to get all the figures. I could go on eBay and buy them, but people are wanting way too much money for it. I've seen some people sell it cheap, but you gotta be careful, too, where you buy stuff and who you buy it from and all that, because, that stuff can be broken or something like that. They are figures, but if I were to get the figures, I'd get the box, the the girl box too, because I have the boy version, but not the girl version. I want the girl version, yeah. But they've been doing stuff like that, and then they had the Grimace Shake and all that. They've been bringing back the characters on commercials because they haven't had those in a while. They had like nobody for commercials. They had those box things, but those lasted a couple years and they were gone. And I'm glad because they were just they were kind of they were annoying. They were like the Minions, but not very funny. We'll just say that. I know a lot of people don't like the Minions, and I mean, yeah, they have their moments where I don't really care about them either, but they did serve their purpose in the Despicable Me movies where they were actually pretty funny. So, yeah, but yeah, I can see where people might be coming from with the Minions movie because they weren't that funny there, but I don't know, but yeah, so they've been doing stuff like that. Unfortunately, though, that's really about all they've been doing. They really have not done some other things too much with it. Like, the restaurants still look very gray and, you know, they're not colorful and all that. They got yellow and stuff to represent McDonald's, but they don't look that pretty. I mean, they don't look ugly. I mean, I've gone and recorded quite a few of them. Yeah, I've been on a journey trying to record a bunch of McDonald's, but they don't look that pretty looking. They still look very they look very, you know, ununique and all that. They basically look like any other restaurant these days. It's just like gray and all that. So there's that, and then they've been, you know, they're still like remodeling a bunch of unique locations that are supposed to be unique. I guess the CEO of McDonald's is like saying just screw it. Who needs nostalgic? Who needs unique buildings? Let's just make them all look exactly the same, you know? That's what they've been doing, though. I mean, I've been hearing people complaining about it on the internet. Well, I should say reading people, because I guess hearing too. I've been watching videos too, but people have been complaining about it all over the internet because they keep remodeling all these locations that don't need to be remodeled. They're supposed to represent the old stuff. I think it was Texas, I may be wrong. I think it was Texas that actually had the original, had like a box shape, like a Happy Meal box shaped McDonald's. They destroyed it, they demolished it and all of that. And they're doing the same thing with the old fashioned ones. They've been tearing them down and all that. I mean, they still have like some up, but they've been tearing a bunch of them down, which is annoying and all that. I mean, I get there needs to be change, because, the old-fashioned McDonald's were meant for back then, before they had indoor eating and all, that's what they had them for, but there's no reason they need to be demolishing all this stuff, but they keep doing that. They keep demolishing all this stuff, and it's annoying, because, because people want to go to unique locations sometimes, it gives a reason for people to travel, like when they visit a state or another country, they can go to this location. But no, they don't do that here. They've been remodeling them or demolishing them, and they build them right next to the ones that they demolished. I'm not kidding. I found this out at the world's biggest McDonald's, which, by the way, is in Florida. It's not in Georgia or whatever I said. I kind of already forgot what I said there. It's actually in Florida. I completely forgot about that, but they actually, they completely changed it. Like, they demolished it. It actually had fries and all. They demolished it, and then they built one right next door to it. I mean, it's still unique. It's still ginormous, but it doesn't have, like, Ronald McDonald on the back of it anymore and all that, and they kind of got rid of it, and believe it or not, it's actually a lot harder to find a McDonald's with the red roofs than it is the Burger King with the blue roofs. Like, it's crazy, but it's true. That goes for the play areas as well. They're the same way. McDonald's still doesn't have a lot of play areas. I mean, I've seen some. I've been to some since I last recorded it, but like, they're very tiny and all out. Like, kids can't really do a whole lot in them and all that, and it's just, there's slides and all that, but they're not that big. They're very small, so, their little kids are not going to have a lot of fun with them. They used to be for like, kids from, like, younger to, like, 12. Now, they actually, I don't know, I never, like, like, when I was younger, I never understood those rules. Because I kind of still went on there, but I was looking it up that they changed the rules because, a kid got killed because a bigger person fell on top of him. Which, it is dangerous. I kind of get that, but still, I don't know. I don't know why they can't just have them for older kids and all. 'Cause that's what it used to be. Now it's like aimed for like very small kids and all that. That's how the mall was in Jeff too. They did the same thing. They got rid of the big play area when they remodeled the mall, and they had the small one. They used to have like two of them, but now they have like the small, and it's not very unique anymore, But you can still watch kids play, but there's not much of a play area anymore. They can play and climb on stuff, but there's not really any slides anymore. It basically became what they did at Holt Summit before they remodeled McDonald's. Speaking of which, I will say this, now, while I'm gonna say, yeah, this McDonald's as a whole has gotten a little bit better, but the one in Holt Summit has actually gotten worse since I last recorded it. It's gotten worse. Like, I've been there, like, I've gone there to go get food and all that, and no one's at the register. I'm, like, standing there waiting, and, like, I got people that literally see me there, and, like, I got this gal who's talking to her, I guess, boyfriend or something, I don't know. She's talking to, like, this random dude. I'm trying to get my food here. I gotta get some stuff done, because that's where I was going to work on my voc rehab stuff. Which, by the way, I had to fortunately stop right now because I don't have my own place. Honestly, I don't even know if I'm ever gonna get back to it. I've had to stop this, like, twice now. Like, literally twice. And I'm a person who wants to get a job somewhere. I do. I probably won't. I don't know if I'll be able to work full time or not, because I do have, issues with, with disability and all that. But I wouldn't mind, working a little bit to get out of the house for like a part-time job or something. But I keep having to reschedule that, which is very annoying. But I don't know. But I will say though. I will say that I am still looking for a place to live and all that. I'm actually supposed to be talking to someone on Wednesday. Hopefully they actually, because my family, if you don't know them, they're very controlling and all that, and I just don't want them to think I can't live on my own, because I can't pay bills and all. I don't know how, but I can cook and clean and do laundry and all that. So, and I do want to learn how to do that stuff, but I'm just so stressed out with things at home and all that. So, yeah, that's kind of why I just want to go. And I don't have to do these videos outside. I can do them inside. It's not going to matter in a few months, but when it gets back to, cold and all that around December, that's going to stink. But I don't know. But anywho, yeah, they have improved. Like, they've been bringing back the old characters and all that, but sadly, yeah, they still look, the McDonald's they still suck. Like, they still look not very pretty. They don't look awful. Like, I got used to the design a little bit. Like, that's why I've been recording them. But I still don't care for them as much as the old ones when it was more colorful looking, because that's all gray. Like, this doesn't look like a McDonald's. This looks like it's a Starbucks or something. But unfortunately, that's what a lot of these places are going to. It sucks, but it's true. And believe it or not, they actually look more gray than Burger King's do. Burger King's, they kind of have that effect too, but they look more colorful. But Burger King's been changing a little bit too, but they've not changed a whole lot of stuff, so I don't think I'm going to review them anytime soon right now. But they still, they still have a lot of stuff there. I don't even remember what score I gave them and all that, so. But yeah, McDonald's though, overall though, yeah, unfortunately, it's still it's still not as good as it once was, but the fact they're bringing back characters is a good sign for me. I'm gonna go ahead and say that this deserves a meh and 45 points. But look at that. Look at that, though. It actually got out of the bad. It was actually it was a high bad. I can't remember. It was either 34 or 36 points, but it was in the bad territory. So it actually got out of the bad. Now you could argue, like, if I still go there to get food and all that, shouldn't that be a meh? Well, I mean, I'm more, focusing on what they have to offer. And yeah, they have food, but as someone who likes to eat inside and all that, yeah, that's kind of a boner there. But they've definitely been getting a little bit better. The restaurants still aren't that great, but, and I don't know about how their food, how they order, I mean, how they, do orders and all that, but I don't see that many employees really that rude. I mean, there's those people at Holt Summit, but otherwise, I've been to others, and they don't seem too bad. I mean, I guess there's that grumpy guy, so it's kind of hit or miss, but they don't seem like that grumpy of people, so it's nice to, like, listen to them and all that, and all that, and I mean, they're still expensive, but they're not, I don't know, they're not like, I think I spent like $11 there and all that, and they had that that 40-piece nugget for $11. I mean, I don't know why you would need 40-piece nuggets. I actually got one before, and I've got some a few times, but they're not really, I don't really need it. I just end up having a leftover one. I don't think it's really good to have a 40-piece nugget, but I do wish they would have them in their own box, make them stand out a bit more, but they don't. But I will say, too, that I do miss them in Walmart, which, by the way, Walmart, I don't know if I mentioned this or not, but Walmart's actually will be the next re-review. And that's going to be about it for right now. I'm going to spread these out. I'll probably, just do 2 of them, and maybe if I find more, I might do 2 more down the road. I don't know. I don't know how I'm going to do this, but I want to spread them out a little bit, But, yeah, so far, there really isn't a whole lot of places that have changed that much since I've reviewed them. But, of course, I started my review stuff, in 2022 and all that. So that's, 2 years ago. And I'm going to clarify, too, that I started this thing in May. May. Sorry, I don't know why I was saying May. I meant to say May. So, I don't know, but overall, though, I am happy that they're at least improving. But I still wish they would bring back, fix the restaurants, make them colorful and all. If they're gonna do the box thing, that's fine. I mean, I do prefer them having a nice roof-looking thing over them, but I liked them to maybe put Ronald McDonald on there and all that, or some of the characters. I don't know. To make it stand out a bit more. I mean, they don't have to make it exactly the same. I mean, I know a lot of people prefer the unboxed versions, but as long as they can make it stand out a bit more, that'd be nice. But a lot of them don't look that unique. I mean, they have the art on the walls, like food and all that, but nothing resembling the characters. But I don't know, but overall, yeah, it's still pretty much about the same. But these couple things have improved this over time, and I'm happy that at least they're trying to change things up for the better and not for the worse. Because I know there's some big corporations out there that don't feel like they care and all that, Mostly talking about people in Hollywood, but I guarantee there's other people other companies out there too that probably do that too. But I don't know. But I'm going to probably go ahead and let things go from here. So see you guys all next time. Bye-bye.